2019. 2019. Fuck, dude. This has been the hardest year of my fucking life. I started out 2019 really strong. Strength training in a strength program. And dude, I was pushing like 350 pounds on a squat, 400 pounds on a squat, you know, for 3. You get the idea. Just strength training, hitting 425 on a deadlift. You know, nothing fancy. You know, like nothing to strength athletes. That's nothing fancy to strength athletes. As much as I was on a trajectory upward. And you know, I don't take steroids or anything, and so that's not shade to people that do. I'm just saying I don't. It is not a shade toward those that do. Just all kidding aside, I don't take steroids, so I think my body was overloaded early in 2019 with a lot of the trajectory upward. There was a lot of upward swing, so I felt great. I was making brisket, eating fucking 300 grams of protein a day. I was fucking swole. I can only say good things about it, you know, only say good things about that feeling. And I got some minor injuries, had to slow down a little bit, and my knee pretty much was acting up. I think there were some just mobility issues, and I ended up getting a gun. I ended up getting a massage gun. Give me a second. I ended up getting this gun right here. I'll go ahead and use it while I wait. So, yeah, I had an injury in my body, and that slowed me down. Then, if that wasn't enough, I had some family issues come up that they were heavy, dude. Like, if the small injury I had and that would have just happened alone in 2019, that would have been enough. Like, that would have been enough of a fucking load, okay? Now, there was more. You know, a few months later, AdvoCare, the company I work for or was working with, I still sell AdvoCare supplements, and I still 100% guarantee them, and if anybody wants them, you can still get them from me. I'm not going to retract a single feeling I've ever said about AdvoCare. I still use this to go to bed. I still use Omegaplex. It's so good. Here's a brand new bottle I just bought like this week. So the AdvoCare, I use Spark as my pre-workout now. I just really cut my caffeine down, so I'm using Spark now. I love Muscle Fuel. What I'm trying to get at is, these fucking guns, though. I did the right investment and bought this fucking gun. So, what I'm getting at is, AdvoCare stopped being a network marketing company. Now, for those of you that have never been in network marketing, you probably don't give a shit. It's hard to give a fuck if you weren't building your life, your career. The best thing I could, when you take it as seriously as I did, it's like your career making a quick shift. It's like getting fired from your job or something. It's dramatic. It's a change, a dramatic change. You know, if people sometimes ask why I think AdvoCare did what it did or stopped being network marketing, I think there was haters that wanted to. They got sued for something about like, hey, some people were not making enough money or something like that, and they felt that there was false claims, and so rather than pay out all these people or whatever and pay a fine, the AdvoCare just goes, okay, well, we're just going to go ahead and cease and assist network marketing as a strategy of sales. So marketing is just communication, it's distribution, and you know, I was selling AdvoCare. The hit I took financially was about $800 to a little more a month, maybe up to $2,000, depending on how you take it. So if you can put that into perspective for you, that I was easily making $800 So that could cover like rent, car, gas, or you get the idea. Maybe not come fully, but you get the idea. Take a big chunk out of my daily living expenses, and it allowed me in many ways to invest, because like I didn't have to work 40 hours a week or clock into some location. Because if you think about the main reason you might be working 40 hours, it may be because you need to make a certain amount of money. Okay, so if a big chunk of my rent or etc. is being covered, and I can make money for my food and stuff like that, and even have some extra for fun, well, that allowed me to make stuff like this channel. You see, that allowed me to have a $400 music headset. That allowed me to stay home if I wanted to and do whatever I wanted. So for 2017, 2018, and even a big part of 19, because we didn't actually stop the network marketing until mid-year, there was a big self-actualization that AdvoCare allowed me to feel. I got to see what leadership does. I got to see what developing a team does. I got to see what developing a team doesn't. I got to see what type of people like being leaders, what type of people don't like being leaders. I got to see all that shit. And I say shit because these things seemingly in everyday conversations don't seem important. And yet they're invaluable, because at any given time, let's say in a conversation, I can tell you, like I can kind of get understanding for the type of person I'm talking to. Does that make sense? Because of the fact that I've worked with so many people in developing their leadership. So let's just say say this is Tony, right? I'll give you a name that I never met a Tony in my team or whatever, I don't think. So Tony wants to potentially make an income with AdvoCare. Any network marketing company, it doesn't matter at this point, but he wants to make an income. Well, there's a system in play that we had at that time. It was called a success system. Going to success school was kind of like the cream a la creme. We'd go to Dallas and hear like the vision, hear what AdvoCare was, and you could say it in a big way, like that's why it hurt so much, because we all were headed towards a vision. We were all headed towards a vision. Like, this isn't bullshit. Like, this is where my problem with people comes in, that at this time kind of want to hear me backtrack or kind of hear like AdvoCare was not cool, or I'm not going to say it. Like, it's because I just see it was attacked by haters. Like, AdvoCare still paid for my family to go to Disney World, like busted out like $28,000. Like, put it like this: when was the last time your place of work busted out $28,000 for you and all your family to go to Disney World? Just like, you just pack your bags. That's all they want you to do. And you get there, they give you $250 per person to spend as you wish. Like, what company have you worked for that did that? I hope that makes some sense there as to what I'm getting at here. Like, this wasn't a game by any stretch of the imagination. And, I'm very happy to have been part of that whole process. That was May 17th that happened. And I'm just giving you a backtrack. Like, there's a lot of processing that's already happened. It's now December. It's like half a year later. And then my dad passes away. Like, so you have to understand, like, this is like 3 big hits. These are not even small hits. This is like, these 3 hits alone were brutal. These 3 hits alone were fucking brutal as fuck. And it keeps coming, dude. Like, so there I am, like, already like, okay, that shit's enough, dude. Like, I'm trying to just gain my... And then you know, this one thing that happened at the time, like, it's not, I guess unto itself would have not been a big deal. Like, it's just when everything was spinning out of control. This woman I had just met, she's like, oh, I'm gonna go back to my ex. And I'm like, oh, this is so fucking crazy. Like, this is the last thing I needed, right? So at this point, I'm just like, damn, like, life is just really trying to fuck me over, dude. Like, fuck. Like, life really wants to fuck me over, right? That's what it feels like. And, one of my friends gets a illness. It just gets bad, dude. I mean, there's been some great times in 2019, like amazing stories, amazing content created, great sessions and training, like great depth in meditation. Like, there's been some great things that have happened. Like right now, as I stop this video, I'm gonna go to a party for work and have a good time. You know, I just want to have a good time. That's all. I just want to have a good fucking time. Enjoy the night. So I wanted to get on here and kind of share like a little bit of more of the details without any type of like no time constraint, no subject, and having some time to have processed things a little bit more from the time it happened. Wow. Dude, so 2020, my goal is to bring you more content just like this. I think the word content is so funny: videos, Instagram posts, TikTok videos, LinkedIn posts, etc., etc., etc. More courses or a course, fucking training. Like, I just want to bring it all to you, dude. Like, fucking straight up, I want to bring it all to you. Like, I feel like I've gone so low in the challenge took me to the pit of like almost no return. That the fact that I'm still here, the fact that I'm still talking, is a testament to God only, dude. Because fuck, I'm telling you, I've prayed some shit. I've meditated and all kinds of stuff, man. So it's been quite the challenge. Like, I'm not even looking for problems at all. I'm looking for productivity. I'm looking for excitement, engagement, energy. But I'm not trying to fuck around with no problems, dude. Like, people that are dramatic, toxic. Like, no, dude. Like, just no. I just know. You know, at some point you just grow up and you're like, it can't happen that way. So anyway, let's start closing up this video. I just wanted to get on here so you could hear a sincere message from me. I'm out. Be safe out there.